Hey everybody, it's Jackie from Otherwise. Welcome to my channel. And today we're making nachos. So you can use this recipe with any Mexican dish that you would like. Tacos or burritos, nachos, or you can eat it just by itself. You can eat it on lettuce for a salad. And I just want to share with you, this is going to be a new series. Beefing up your food with less beef. So let's go over the ingredients list. I'm going to start with a pound of ground beef. Some rice. This is mine that's left over. I had it in the refrigerator. It's about 2 cups. An onion, an avocado, and taco seasoning. This is mine. I make it myself. But you can use any kind that you like. And tortilla chips. Also, you'll need some salsa. So, to begin, we're going to fry up the ground beef and the onion. So I'm going to go ahead first and dice up the onion. I have half of an onion that's left over from another dish, so I'm going to use that one first. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my large cast iron pan on. I'm going to set it to 7. I've also got a garlic clove that I'm going to chop that up too. It'll just add a lot more flavor. I'm going to crush it first. The onion and garlic are chopped. And my pan has heated. I'm going to go ahead and put my ground beef and then the onions and garlic. Ooh, I'm crying. There should be a song about crying. It's my body and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. Too much onion. I'm going to go put all this in. I'm just going to cover my pan so that the meat can steam, and it'll make it get done faster. So let's talk for a minute about beefing up your dinner with less beef. So the key is to add lots of vegetables. You can add grains, rice, pasta. Although I think in this next season pasta is going to be very limited. You should probably think more towards the grains to beef up your meals with less beef. So in this dish we've got ground beef and onions and rice. We've got salsa. We're going to have guacamole. And we've got chips or tortillas or whatever you're going to use with them. So this is the way to beef up your food with less beef. Just add more of everything else. Now if something else goes really high, then you're going to want to cut back on that and use something less expensive. But onions, things like cabbage, those are less expensive food items. So you want to use more of the less expensive things. And like my pound of ground beef, I'm only going to use half of that. So I've got a pound in here and 1.5 onions, and I'm going to take half of that out. So the ground beef and the onions, I can make pasta sauce. I can make beef stroganoff. I can make any number of other dishes with that ground beef and rice. So, let's continue. I'm going to go ahead and add my chopped garlic to the pan. So here I have my rice, and it's been sitting in my refrigerator for a couple of days. And so it's all clumped together. So your hands are your best tool. Just make sure that they're clean. But just reach in and take that big lump and just crush it up. That's the best way to get the lumps out. I just think your hands are your best tool. And it makes quick and easy work of this. And you can feel with your hand if there's any lumps. And I have white rice. You can use brown rice. That is actually more nutritious. Now I'm going to take half of the meat mixture out and reserve that for another dinner. And I'm going to put my 2 cups of rice in. So the other half is about 1.5 cups of ground beef and onions and garlic, that mixture. If I want to do spaghetti sauce, I can just add some tomatoes, tomato sauce, some tomato paste, or I can add a jar of pasta sauce. For beef stroganoff, I would add some mushrooms and have some noodles and some sour cream. I'm going to add my taco seasoning. So my dish is looking a little dry, and I'm just going to add some tomato sauce. I bought lots of these little cans at a discount store for probably $1 a piece. So I'm just going to add this. This is 1 cup. And there's still some left in there, so I'm just going to add a little bit of water and swish it around to get that out. And the water will just help everything to coat well in the pan. The 1 cup was enough to do the whole pan. I added a little bit more of my taco seasoning mix. And I'm just going to let the flavors come together on that just a little bit. Now you could add cheese here if you'd like. I think cheese, to me, it's too expensive for that. I just like some on the top. So I'm going to reserve my cheese for a topping. As also with my guacamole and my salsa. Now I'm going to make some guacamole. I've got my avocado. I've got another onion. I probably should have reserved some of the onion from taco mix. So I just add my knife in, and then I go spin it around all the way and break it apart. It's a tiny little seed. Just pull that right out. And with a spoon, I'll just scoop that out and go all right around the side and get all of that out. I don't leave anything in there because I paid for that and I'm going to use it. I'm just going to take my knife and slice it up. I'm going to chop up some onion. So I've got about half a cup of onion. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to, cry if I want to, cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. And also I have these cumin seeds. My friend Ellie uses cumin seeds in her guacamole, as opposed to cumin seasoning, the powdered kind. So I'm just going to sprinkle these in and stir it up. As I'm stirring, I'm going to mash it up slightly. And you can have it chunky if that's the way you want it. I'm going to add my really good olive oil to this, the guacamole, because we're not cooking it. Just about a tablespoon. Here's our finished dish. We've got taco rice and salsa on top. I've got guacamole and chips. This is the way we like to eat ours. So let's give it a taste. So it's nice and spicy, and totally got some meat in there, and the rice just beefs it up, and the vegetables, the onion and the garlic flavors it much more. So I hope that you will beef up your food with less beef and try my nacho taco mix. And remember, dinner's at 6. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to, cry if I want to, cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you.